Your first mistake was falling in love. Your second was doing it with someone whose body apparently offends strangers at the gas station. Now every date night doubles as a public relations campaign, and you're one, what's their real name, away from setting something on fire. You quickly find out you're not just dating a person, you're dating a cultural controversy wrapped in skin. Suddenly, your love life becomes primetime cable news for your grandma, your boss, and that one friend who thinks gender is just a vibe. Everyone wants details, everyone has questions. No one minds that they're wildly inappropriate. It's like your relationship accidentally signed up for a Reddit AMA titled, Ask Me Anything Invasive. You try to brush it off, but the hits keep coming. People stare, people whisper. Someone corners you at a party and drops the word biological like it's a grenade. You smile, you nod, you silently plan your escape. And then it gets personal. Suddenly, you're not just in a relationship, you're under review. If you're straight, people tell you you're confused. If you're gay, people tell you you're not. If you're bi, people still manage to mess it up. Apparently, no one knows what your identity is now, including you. You didn't sign up for an existential crisis, but here it is, gift wrapped in judgment. Every conversation becomes a full length documentary. You find yourself explaining, justifying, oversharing to keep the peace. You start measuring how much dignity you're willing to trade for one quiet dinner. Turns out, it's a lot. Then comes the pronoun games. You correct someone. They act like you stabbed them. You stay quiet. Your partner gets hurt. There is no winning, just different ways to lose slower. You memorize the fake smile your partner wears when someone accidentally uses the wrong name for the third time. It's tight, it's brittle, it's the sound of someone slowly eroding. Paperwork? That's a sitcom, except no one's laughing. You help fill out form number 97, wait in line number 500, and pray to the bureaucratic gods that someone somewhere knows how to spell their actual name. You start to believe the DMV was designed specifically to break your will to live. Some nights, your partner comes home with that particular silence, the kind that hums, the kind that builds a pressure in the air. You ask if they're okay. They say they are. They lie. You sit down next to them like you're defusing a bomb with your hands tied. Because that's what it is, a social landmine that exploded in their face again. Sex becomes a tactical operation. There are zones. There are no-go areas. There are days you get it right, days you don't. It's not about rejection. It's about dysphoria and trauma and 10,000 moments where their body was a battlefield. You learn to read the signs, like you're in a high-stakes video game where the final boss is intimacy. You discover mirrors can ruin an entire day. You see them wince at their reflection. You say they look beautiful. They flinch like you hit them. Your words don't land. They just float in the room like smoke. You can't fix it, but you keep trying, because what else is there? Going out becomes mission prep. You plan like you're entering enemy territory. You check for exits. You assess the crowd. You hope Aunt Susan doesn't bring up chromosomes this time. Spoiler, she does. Your partner folds into themselves like a dying star, and you smile through your teeth until your jaw hurts. You admire them. Not in the Pinterest inspo way. In the holy crap, you're still standing kind of way. Because they carry the weight of every ignorant comment, every side eye, every bathroom panic, and they still get up the next day. Sometimes. Other times they don't. And you're there for that too. You get tired. But you don't say it. Because someone will remind you it's not about you. And they're right. But the exhaustion still shows up like an unpaid intern with a coffee addiction. You bottle it. You nod. You cry in the shower like a respectable adult. Doctor visits, Russian roulette. Will they be respectful? Or will this turn into a free lesson in anatomy and judgment? You wait outside the door, scrolling aimlessly, pretending this is normal. You try to build a future, but every plan comes with side quests and disclaimers. Moving? Better check the hate crime rates, hospital visits. Better carry a folder of documents like a gender identity passport. You realize love is beautiful, but logistics are a full-time job. People say your relationship is brave, which is code for this makes me uncomfortable, but I want to seem supportive. You want to scream, but instead, you nod and thank them while fantasizing about flipping a table. You defend your partner constantly from strangers, from family, From that coworker who makes jokes they swear are just jokes. You bite your tongue so often, it's basically shredded. And then there's the secret club, the one no one tells you about. Other people who date trans folks. You find them eventually, usually by accident, at a party, at a protest, in the comment section of a very niche meme. At first, it's amazing. Someone who gets it. Someone who also flinches when a waiter says ladies. You bond instantly over shared trauma and sarcasm. But then comes the plot twist. Even in this club, there are rules, and if you break them, congratulations, you're now the problematic one. Someone thinks your partner isn't trans enough. Someone else thinks you're too visible. Someone gatekeeps pronouns like it's a VIP pass to basic human dignity. Suddenly, you're not just navigating society, you're navigating other people's trauma and expectations and passive aggressive Twitter threads. You try to keep your mouth shut, you nod, you smile, you survive. But deep down, you miss when love was just about love and not a full time identity management seminar. You thought the outside world was the battlefield. Turns out, the inside's got landmines too. You still stay because your partner's worth it. But some days, you want to scream into a void made entirely of think pieces and bad takes. And honestly, you probably will. But not today. Today, you scroll past the drama, you shut off your phone, and you go watch your partner laugh at a dumb video. The kind of laugh that reminds you why you're still here, even when everything else makes you want to run. You learn hypervigilance, you track looks, tone shifts, potential threats. You hold hands, but only sometimes, and only after scanning the area like a bodyguard on edge. Romance, but make it survival. The news become personal. Every bill, every law, every protest. You used to scroll past headlines. Now they punch you in the gut. Now they feel like warnings. And then, sometimes, your partner just breaks. Quietly, completely. Like a statue that finally cracked. You sit with them. You don't talk. There is nothing to say. Just your hand on their back. Steady, present. It's the only thing that doesn't make it worse. So yeah, dating a trans person, it sucks. Not because of them. Because of everything that refuses to leave them alone. The institutions, the ignorance, the constant, exhausting noise. And sometimes, just sometimes, there's a light in the middle of the mess. A joke that lands, a look that says, I'm okay for now. A night where no one stares, a morning that feels normal. You hold on to those moments like gold. You collect them, you build a home out of them. Because this love, your love, isn't clean. It's not neat. It's not simple. It's real. And that's enough. Until someone asks, so what do they used to be? And the whole thing starts again.